What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another design video curated by KD being me. And today we will be designing my gratitude journal. I do thank you for tuning in today, and I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. I did design a few pieces of the gratitude journal already, so essentially this is the layout of what we are creating. So we'll be working on the next few pages of the gratitude journal. I am using Adobe Illustrator just because I do love Adobe Illustrator, and I'm creating one artboard per page. So using the artboard tool first, I did create my first board in the size of a standard piece of American paper of 8.5 by 11. So that is essentially what we'll be working with for our entire format, is an 8.5 by 11 artboard. And like I said, we are doing artboard per page. I believe my gratitude journal ended up being 12 pages, 2 pages for the front and back cover, and then actual 10 pages of the workbook. It is a gratitude journal. Some of the pages you use daily, some of the pages you use weekly, some of the pages you use monthly. So you'll have a PDF form that you can have downloaded and then just kind of like duplicate or save the other pages. They are available on my Patreon, so definitely check out the description for the actual gratitude journal, or stay tuned with me. And like I said, I'm just kind of showing you how you can create your own. So I used the rectangle tool to create the background for the gratitude journal. I was actually trying to drag out the tool every time, but I realized as I got further along that I could just click inside of the artboard and it will bring up a dialog box for you to type in the dimensions of what you're looking for, which is again 8.5 by 11. So I was able to type that in and then just kind of, you know, align it into the artboard. So that is definitely a pro tip, life hack that I'm giving y'all, you know, Adobe illustrators out there. Now, where the fun comes in is because if you don't know, now you know, I am a big fan of Creative Fabrica. I am not a wordsmith, but I can kind of like, you know, get things together using the internet, especially artificial intelligence too. But yes, I essentially grabbed a resellable gratitude journal. It was everything that I was pretty much looking for, but the format of it isn't something that I would use daily. It just does not give me that girl boss vibe that I was looking for. It just gave me the general template of what I was looking for. So I downloaded a gratitude journal from Creative Fabrica, and hey, I highly recommend Creative Fabrica because it just makes my life a lot easier. And if you are into resellable products, digital products, graphic design, things like that, this is a great tip, you know, for you to bring in some additional income and revenue. You still get to design and you still get to make money. And for me, this is something that I'm actually looking to use. So with me making it for myself, I figure, you know, I'm definitely going to sell it to you all. You can use essentially what I have created for my gratitude journal, or you can just, you know, use my link and sign up for a Creative Fabrica membership and download your own templates, make your own gratitude journals. I'm just always into stationery, planners, things like that. I'm a Virgo. I've been like that like since elementary school is what I can remember, going to the book fairs. And yeah, I was getting, these were my kind of books. Like, I wanted the planners, I wanted the journals. I did, you know, little fun books to read, but I was definitely going for like the pens, the stationery, things like that. I've always been that girl. I love a good notebook. I feel like you can never have too many notebooks, but the older I get, you kind of can. So this is kind of why it's cool to have digital notebooks as well. But like I said, if you're someone that's printing this out, you can just kind of print out, you know, the couple different pages for the daily pages, and then, you know, make your own little book out of it if you please. I may end up doing that. And then if you keep watching, I'll just kind of show you a digital book that can be created. So I thought that was cool too. I kind of like this whole digital world. But yeah, as you see, I took the template from what I originally got from Creative Fabrica, took it over to my actual gratitude journal that I am creating. I am changing the colors so that it fits with the background of what I have from my gratitude journal. What I also learned from using Adobe Illustrator is when you are looking on the layers panel, which is to the right of the screen. If you look for, it'll essentially be like a blue dot or like a dot, a circle, something that and this is the far right of the layers panel, that will show you exactly, as you see, yeah, I'm clicking now and I'm grabbing all of them, and they have a blue dot next to them, which makes it extremely easy for me to just change the color to fit the background for my gratitude journal. So now I'm just going through and I am finding each of the lines for you to actually write on, and I'm just looking for, like I said, that like blue dot, so that way I can bring them all together. I am using a Mac. I believe my Mac command is either Shift or Command. That's one of those keys. But yeah, play around with it, Adobe. Get the hang of it. Get used to it. I'm not actually designing this right now, so I'm like, I believe it's Shift or Command. It may be Shift. One of the two. Like I said, you just better try out that Shift, Control, Option, Command, Alt, whatever you have on your keyboard. That little lower left hand panel. Play around with it. Don't be afraid to, play around with it. Google different. Well, I didn't really Google anything, so I understand you're not doing that, because it's just like, what am I looking for, ma'am? But yeah, just play around. If you have a basic understanding of that lower left hand, yeah, don't be afraid to use that. And yeah, take these little life hack pro tips that I have learned from using the app. Like I said, once I realized that I can just look for that little blue dot to help keep me in line, it definitely makes the process go a lot faster, because actually it looks like I did not even speed this up at all. So you're actually being able to see this in real time, versus if I would have sped this up a bit, you would see just a streamlined process of it. But I'm actually showing you, yeah, sometimes you do have to go on the hunt for things as you're designing, especially as a beginner designer. Like, don't beat yourself up about not knowing the program and just being excited to jump into the programs and start designing, because yeah, if you already have the overall vision of what you're going for, go for it. The best way to learn is to experience, and be careful, because this is your computer. But if you have a basic understanding, don't do too much where you're not trying to crash your computer. Like, don't go crazy. Have fun. That's all I'm saying. Have fun with it, and you'll get there. You'll get there. So yeah, again, we're still looking for those blue dots to kind of collect things and quickly change the colors to move on. So in this particular video, I am just showing one page that I made, because as you can see, like I said, I'm showing you this in real time, so it kind of does take a minute to get through each page, but the final product is always worth it. So again, that's what I'm saying. Just enjoy the process. Take the time to learn the program. You'll learn shortcuts and things that make your life easier, like yeah, just finding sections and selections so you can select quickly, change things swiftly. That way you're able to move on and finish this without feeling like, when does it end? Because that happens too, and don't feel bad about that. So just try to enjoy the process as much. I mean, it is tedious work, but I enjoy it at the end of the day, so I encourage you to do the same. But at this point, it looks like, yeah, we're still looking for layers, and yeah, we got, okay, all right, look at it. I guess that was a save checkpoint. Yes. Now that I have a page done, it's definitely a save checkpoint, because the worst part about all of this is doing all of this and something happens to the point where it's not saved. So yes, this is definitely a save checkpoint. We love a good save checkpoint in the video. So boom, there we are with this. So at this point, all right, so it looks like, yeah, you just got a little nice overview of all of the pages, because at this point, yeah, like I said, I just showed you one page. So this is essentially what the gratitude journal ended up being after I made all of the pages come together. Like I said, it takes time, but the time is worth it. Like I said, the gratitude journal is available in the description on my Patreon, curated by KD. Check me out. Like I said, even if you don't want to, you know, get mine and you want to make your own, I highly encourage that too. That's why I'm making these videos. So yeah, check out Creative Fabrica using my affiliate link. Definitely explore it. I mean, I highly recommend it. It's, you know, it's also a little exclusive. I don't see a lot of people on Creative Fabrica, but I mean, the service is amazing. It's so worth it for the little $9-10 that it costs a month. I believe it's like $9, but yeah, I don't think I'll pay any more than like $12-20 for any subscriptions a month. But when you are trying to make money, it takes money to get there. So, you know, I make it do what it do. So at this point, yeah, now I am saving the actual gratitude journal. Initially, when I was saving this, I thought I was saving just page 1. If you see, I think I titled it page 1 or something like that. But I believe once I saved it again, something made me look at it, and I was like, because I have artboards and it came up the same. Yeah, I was like, I think this all saved as one. So now we're going to the Finder, and when I look at my Finder, all of the pages are there. So that was amazing to me too. I'm like, so I really don't even have to go through and save them one by one. And that was the great part of making artboards individually, because once it's saved, every individual page was already on this artboard. It made it such a seamless, easy process. I'm still going through it because I'm like, I can't believe it was, you know, hard work pays off. When you see the fruits of your labor, I'm just, you know, in awe. I'm like, wow, really? Like, this is crazy that it actually is done. So these are the individual pages. That's why I said, because some pages are daily pages, some pages are weekly pages. So if you need to have, you know, a couple daily pages or a couple weekly pages, they are still available individually on my Patreon for you to just, you know, download for each day, each weekly, because you'll need at least, you know, 4 weekly, you know 6 to 7 of the dailies. So yeah, you'll have the actual PDF version that's available on the Patreon, and you'll have the individual pages. So yeah, this is the gratitude journal, because in every moment there's something to be grateful for. So life is crazy, especially if you've survived up until this point. I mean, give yourself a pat on the back for that, because a lot of people didn't, and we're still here. We're still, you know, out here doing our thing. So always reflect. I know life gets hard, and this is essentially why I had to make the gratitude journal, because sometimes I'll be feeling like life be, you know, putting up a fight, and it's be like, hold on, now wait a minute, baby, I'm supposed to be beating you up. I gotta do my little 1 2 boom boom boom. So my gratitude journal will help me remember that there is a lot to be grateful for. So yeah, I'm just showing you some of the pages that I have in my gratitude journal, just in case you are interested. This is essentially what some of the pages will look like for you to write down any, you know, thing that you're grateful for. All things that you're grateful for. And I love being able to look back and reflect on just things that I've been through in life. That's why I love videos. I love pictures. I love, you know, the documentary of life, because if you've lost somebody, you know that, man, you just never know with life. So being able to express yourself in any form of fashion is something that I'm a big fan of. So with that being said, we have made it to the end of the video. This is a nice little flip. This is a nice little flip through of what the actual gratitude journal looks like. It is available on my Patreon for you to purchase, or like I said, you can just head over to Creative Fabrica, make your own if you are into graphic design or anything like that. But I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely subscribe, leave me some love in the comments, like, share, and like I said, definitely pick up my gratitude journal on my Patreon, because again, like the gratitude journal says, in every moment there is something to be thankful for. And in this day and age, you may have to find it, and it may take you a minute, but you will get there. So with that being said, it's all love, baby. I'm heading out, but you know I'll always be back. So stay tuned by subscribing. Bye.